Hey, you guys, it's Denise. I am live. I am doing something different, so I'm going to test it and just make sure that it's working. I am using StreamYard and going live in the Facebook group, on my personal page, and on YouTube at the same time. So, want to make sure that it's working on all accounts before I hop in. But it looks like it is, which is so stinking fun. So if you are watching from Facebook or YouTube or in the group, let me know so I know that it's all working. Okay, cool. So here's the deal. If you are on Facebook, whether you're in the group or on my personal page, you need to press stream. Like there's a little link I just posted in the comments. So that way, when you comment, I see your name here on my side. All right. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Denise Walsh. I am a clinical psychologist turned dream life coach. And now I have the privilege of supporting you in overcoming self-sabotage, hitting your goals, busting through your own personal glass ceiling, healing through triggers, and truly designing a life that you love. And so if you are ready to dream bigger than ever before in 2024, I want you to put 2024 in the comments below. I've been doing this type of work for over 20 years, and I'm excited to invite you into my 5-day free Overcoming Self-Sabotage challenge, because here's what happens. Let me know if this is you. Oftentimes, we use this beginning of the year to, redream. It's kind of like a fresh start. And we say, all right, this year's going to be different. This year I'm going to lose 20 pounds. This year I'm going to write my book finally. This year I'm going to start my coaching business. This year I'm going to hit my promotions. This is the year that I'm going to do something different. And if you're like most people, self-sabotage gets in the way. And things like we procrastinate. If procrastination is your self-sabotage of choice, put that in the comments below. Meaning we say, well, tomorrow. We put things off because it feels a bit hard. And so we say, well, tomorrow I'll do it, or right now is not a good time. And we kind of make these excuses for why we're not going to take a new action, and we procrastinate. The other one is perfectionism. I see this all the time. People will say, well, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to launch my business. I'm not ready to ask for sales. I'm not ready to actually coach someone. I'm not ready to lose weight. I'm not ready, whatever it is, right? I'm not ready. And so because there's this perfectionism, this need to have the details all sorted before we say we're open for business, guess what? We never open for business. Things like feeling judged or having a comparisonitis, where we say, well, I should be farther along than I really am right now. And so because of that, I'm looking at all these other people saying they're better, more suited, more experienced than me. And so why do I even try? If you've ever experienced that comparisonitis, put that in the comments below. And then there's a ton more, but another one is chronic stress. And this is the one we focus on all of these in my programs, but chronic stress is a big one, because if we're living in what's called fight or flight mode, we are going to do what's easy, not is what is best. And so one of the ways that we overcome self-sabotage is by identifying what our primary self-sabotage thing is. Like, what do we do? Are we making excuses? Are we not setting clear goals? Are we kind of overestimating what we can truly do in a I don't know why it does that. So for example, it says to comment, press this first, streamyard.com/Facebook. That's all. For some reason it puts open by it, and you don't need to do that. So I'll have to try again. Anyway, if you're seeing it, it's not working. It's because you don't need to have the word opens next to it. Okay. And so number one, we need to figure out what we do most, like what's our ammo? What are the things that we're doing when things get tough to shrink us back to our old stinking habits? Is it procrastination? Is it perfectionism? Is it judging? Is it comparisonitis? Is it never feeling ready? Is it chronic stress? Is it putting our head in the sand and saying, everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine, but like it's not fine? And we really need to take a really good hard look at where we are so we can figure out where we want to go. So let me know what it is for you. I will put this again. Let me see. Okay. I just put StreamYard.com/Facebook. So you can press that and that should allow you to. Anyway, we'll see. Okay. And then the reality is those who set New Year's resolutions often let go of their New Year's resolutions and kind of shrink back to what they understand within the first 3 months of the year. So how many of you have gone to the gym the first week of the year, right? It's overwhelmed. Like people are all excited. Within 2 weeks, most 8 to 10% of people have already bowed out. And by 3 months, 25% of people have already bowed out of their goal. And so the question to ask yourself is, what do I need to do differently this year so that I don't continue to make the same mistakes, so I don't continue to go down the same rabbit hole? And here's what I'm inviting you to. I'm inviting you to a 5-day free Overcoming Self-Sabotage challenge where we're going to take a look at what's true, what's real, what's happening in your world right now, identifying the self-sabotaging patterns that you typically experience. What are the reasons why when you start taking steps outside your comfort zone, you shrink back to what you understand, what's truly going on, so that way you can make a clear plan and shift your mindset and your self-image so that way you actually follow through on the things that you want to do. It's not that our goals are hard, you guys. Like, it's not hard to lose weight. It's not hard to build businesses. It's not hard. It's just that we get stuck and then we resort back to old patterns. And so what we want to do is identify what those old patterns are and then create a plan so we break through it. If you are ready to get a loving kick in the right direction this year, if you're ready to get a mindset shift that actually sticks and the support and accountability to follow through on your goals, then join me in the free Overcoming Self-Sabotage Challenge. I'm going to write. I'm going to put it in the chat here so you can join the free group. We start on Sunday and I'd love to see you there. So I want to hear, what self-sabotaging pattern do you stick with? Like, what pops up for you? What is the sticking point for you? And then what are you working towards this year? And I'd love to help you actually achieve it. So thanks for tuning in with me, you guys. Have an awesome, awesome day, and I'll see you in the free group.